So before we really do any running video, I like to get started with a few basic quality of life upgrades on most of my RTR crawlers, because RTRs always have various level of flaws. So this is the Cross NT4 for those of you who are not aware, and we're not going to do a whole lot before we run it. Tires that come on it are trash, so I just stuck these tires on it for now. These are from the TRX6. These aren't likely going to be its permanent tires, but they're going to be what's on there for now. But from the factory, it comes with this battery tray mounted up here. And that's not a horrible location. This is a trail rig. We've got to remember that. So, it's not extremely high, but it's built, for very large battery packs. I don't run these big packs. I haven't run these big packs in years. It's got a lot of slots in it for different battery straps, and of course you could put Velcro in there and foam in there to get your smaller batteries. But I run the small little packs like this. And so what I decided to do was take this out, get my battery just a little bit lower, and kind of balance out the weight of the servo and the mechanics over here. And run my battery tray, or run my battery on the slider. And what that entailed to get this battery to fit, I could actually run the smaller 1300s like this. This fit right in there with no modifications at all. All I had to do was stick it in there and it fit. So I run a little Velcro on the battery. The other side of the Velcro obviously is on the tray. And then you see I have a strap there. I'll show you what I did there in just a second. But I basically just cut out a little bit of the slider so I could fit the larger 2200 pack in there, with a little bit of room to spare for my wires, so I can tuck my wire in there when I replace the ESC. But essentially that slider looks like this one from the beginning, so I just cut off right here and notched it a little to make a little bit of extra room. And then I notched the bottom of the slider and ran a strap in there just so I could secure it a little more securely with the Velcro. And that's really all there is to it. Very, very easy mod. Didn't cost a dime. All you need to do it. I did it with a Dremel. You could technically do that with a pair of, a hobby knife or a box cutter or something if you had to. Dremel makes it a lot easier. But when it's, installed and the body is on it and everything, you can't really tell that it's been cut. If you really look down in there, you can see the battery. But, from here, didn't really ruin the look of the truck or anything. Doesn't do anything negative to it. It's not any more flimsy than... body mounting is going to be possibly another thing that we're going to figure out. It's not any more flimsy. It didn't really ruin any of the rigidity of it or anything, so I don't have to worry about it breaking. But very simple mod to do to your NT4 if you want to get the battery off of the middle. If you want to run smaller batteries like I do, it's not going to be a big performance mod. I really highly doubt this is going to make any difference with stuff like center of gravity. In a truck like this is not always going to be your biggest concern, just because there's a lot of other stuff you need to do to focus on center of gravity. But that'll get that big thing out of the way. That will allow me to run batteries where I really like to run batteries, is on the sliders. And it's a free and simple mod. Thanks for watching.